Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to our Night Elf Priest and our playthrough of Teldrassil. Thank you guys very much for joining me here today. I appreciate you clicking on the video.
Hello.
Let's see, we have a magic wand that we need to equip. Let's not sell it. And yeah, we have a gifted robe. Thank you so much, I appreciate that.
Goddess watch over you.
Looks pretty cool. Alright, let's get going. We are going to tackle the northwestern part of the zone today. We have not been over there yet at all. And we have a few things to do. And I did want to say that I know that recently, very much the immersive videos on the channel have been lacking. It's been a very busy time. I've had a lot of family in town recently. And I have some travel coming up as well for the 4th of July holiday. So after that, I plan to be on a much more regular and predictable schedule with both the recordings and the streams. So I did want to apologize that, it hasn't been very consistent. I've just had a lot of stuff going on that was out of my control and just kind of the nature of coming up to the holidays here. So yeah, after the holidays, we should be on a tighter schedule. More like the days of old, when you could, actually expect to get an upload. But I appreciate you guys hanging in there. So we're looking for mossy tumors. I'm pretty sure we're getting these off of some lurkers near the water. And speaking of lurkers, there should be a named one somewhere. The moss-twined heart. I've never seen this guy. We've been here a couple of times in the past. And I've never seen the named guy that drops the quest-giving item. So we'll see if we spot him today. Well, that was a nice time to level up. Let's see what we have going on. I think we're just going, yeah, more points into Spirit Tab. We're going to see this proccing more and more. Eventually, it'll be 100%. And that's going to mean we can go from pull to pull a lot easier without having to worry about drinking. What a great class Priest is. You get to be like an awesome ranged class with some cool ranged abilities. You get to have dots. You get to stand toe to toe with enemies with Power Word Shield. And you get to use a wand. Like, you literally get to do a little bit of everything on the Priest. It's so smooth and such a joy to play. Let's see if we can find a way up this hill to get all the herbs up here. Seems like quite a stockpile if we can get to them. There's one down here. Here we go. I swear finding herbs, especially in Teldrassil and Classic, is not easy. I probably make it look a little harder than it is because I don't see very well, even with a 27-inch monitor sometimes. But it's not super easy, especially when you have the ground clutter all the way up, keeping in mind that when the game first came out, there really wasn't strong options for ground clutter, and ground clutter kind of got added to over time. So yeah, you probably would not have been able to have ground clutter quite like this on like original vanilla release. So the herbs probably would have been a little bit more visible then. And I don't even have my ground clutter all the way up. Pretty sure we're sitting at like a 7. If I were to crank it up even more, it would be even harder to see any of the herbs. Let's have a look. Advanced. Oh, no. Oh, we're at 8. Yeah, if we go up to 10, you can kind of see what that does. Whereas the game probably looked more like this, way back in the day. I'm not even sure if I had ground clutter on at all on the first PC that I played this game on. And you could just see much more of the actual texture of the ground. And yeah, it was very different. See how now we can see the herbs and they stand out really, really well. It's kind of interesting like how different even Classic actually looks from what Vanilla looked like. Vanilla looked completely different when it comes to some like visual settings in the skyboxes. The shadows are very different. In original Vanilla, you really didn't have like shadows the way we have shadows now. Shadows, the way we know them now, kind of got added in Burning Crusade. Let's see. I don't see any of these guys that look markedly different. Which tells me that we might not find our named guy today either. Oh, these guys have a heal? Pretty big heal. Alright, we do have to make our way over to the west. We have to stop at the Moonwell and get our file filled up. And we'll keep our eyes open for the named guy, but again, I've never seen him in 20 years of playing the game. Now, you know, haven't played a ton of Night Elf characters, but I still think it's strange that to this day I've never seen him even a single time. Oh, that's really interesting. Beaded Robe of Frozen Wrath. It's interesting because Night Elves cannot be mages. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, in Classic Era, Night Elves cannot be mages. So, it's interesting that this dropped. That's kind of one of the fun things in Classic Era is that when you are a Frost Mage, from early on, you can get some pretty good plus Frost damage gear. And it can make you quite powerful. And that's one of those pieces. Because I'm pretty sure that's just like a flat +3 damage on all of your Frost abilities. Which is kind of a lot early game, you know? Ah, that's right, there is a quest to pick up over here. I remember helping a lady find her cat. Or helping the cat find its lady. I don't remember which. However, I kind of want to hang out here for a second and get all these herbs. You know what? I think, yeah, if we come over here, let's grab these two first. I'm pretty sure this one here is us leading the cat right back to the Night Elf lady. So let's head out to the west first. That seems to make more sense because she might send us out. Yeah, either way it would probably be fine, but let's do it this way. It looks like we're going to have quite a bit of fighting to do to get back there. I don't remember harpies here at all. That kind of speaks to how little I have played Night Elves. I just don't remember harpies at all whatsoever. Oh, the matriarchs, they either pop a potion or she had a heal. It didn't seem like whatever it was, there was a lot of cast time to it. Yeah, it didn't seem like a heal because there wasn't a big cast time, so maybe a quick heal or an instant heal or a potion. That was interesting. The saber-cat's fur is a distinctive gray color blending into the surrounding forest. As she lays there, you observe that she is badly wounded with deep lacerations across her back and stomach. She raises her head and gazes at you, bright, intelligent, shining in their blue eyes. She seems to wish to follow you. Alright, will she actually follow us? Yes. Now why can't all escort quests be like this? Isn't this what we would prefer for like every escort quest? That they just follow us at our speed. How wonderful would that be? Here's proof of concept. Interesting they have an enchanting trainer. To me, like, enchanting is so close to, like, arcane arts and arcane magic that it's curious that Night Elves would become enchanters. They're probably not directly connected, but, like, in my mind, there could be, like, parallels between, like, using, like, enchanting magic and arcane magic.
I am honored.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool. I like that. They had a little role play.
Hello.
Thank you, Rambles. I feared I would never see Mist again, knowing only her death in my heart, never to be united with my faithful companion. I owe you more than you can know, and you have my eternal gratitude. And a cloak? Sure. Let's take the cloak. I was dispatched with a small group of sentinels here to protect the oracle tree from the harpies that have made their nest all around the glade. Little by little, we are trying to push them back. When the oracle tree attempted to send a runner to Darnassus with a report, the messenger was attacked and killed by a group of the harpies. If you feel up to the task, go to their nest, slay them, and return their belts to me as proof of your deeds. So we should have talked to her first. If we were trying to be efficient,
Farewell.
we'd have grabbed her quest first and then went after her. Because obviously, how would I know to go back here to look for the cat unless she sent us this way? So, yeah, that's okay. What is the one that has a patrol here? What is that about? We don't have a named guy. Let's fill the file before I forget to do that. And then we'll go kill some more harpies. she had a really, really nasty silence. And it was until that silence I didn't realize that she was a named enemy. So that's interesting. Unfortunately, we are full on inventory space. That's bad. We are going to check the chest over here. Let's go ahead and we'll use the Scroll of Spirit. I don't think there's really anything else we can do. Oh, yes. Thank you again. I appreciate the bags and the robe. I figure it's not a hardcore run, so no reason to make things harder on ourselves necessarily. Not if we're just out to have an immersive time seeing all of the story and content. This playthrough is actually a really nice change of pace for me from the hardcore, because it is so much more relaxed and we can die, we have other ways of getting gear, and we can just kind of have a little bit of a smoother journey without as much stress.
What brings you here?
The forest whispers of your feats of valor rambles. As I felt the harpies forced from their nest, a greater calm spread across the forest, its creatures once again feeling safe. I have feared sending another messenger to the Archdruid, but I know that you will see my message safely to him. Deliver this to him and know that the forest will see you safely along its path of stone.
Be careful.
So she wants us to take the road. That's what she was trying to tell us. Yeah, we can run to Darnassus first. We have a few things to turn in there, and then we should be able to hearth back to Dalinar. So that works out perfectly. Now, we never found the named guy. Maybe we'll give another look for him at some point. I wouldn't mind kind of running over here and just kind of doing a circuit. Maybe just running down the middle of the lake would be okay. If we run down the middle of the lake, then we should be able to see him whether he's on either side of it. You know, it marks him in that one location, but it doesn't really have a path for him to follow, whereas with some named guys, Questie will actually show their walking path, and with this guy it doesn't. So that, I don't really understand. I don't know if that means that when he spawns, he always stands in that one spot. Or if he does have a path, then Questie just maybe doesn't know it. Yeah, there's nothing special about the exact spot that Questie marks. Not that I can see. I've kind of had the thought that maybe it's a, like, kill them until the name guy comes out type of situation, but I'm not sure if that's the case either. It could be that he's just like a very rare spawn, or he has a very erratic pathway that I don't know. Yeah, at this point, I have no idea. If you guys know like a little bit more info about that guy and how to properly go about finding him, I'd love to be able to track him down. Absolutely. After 20 years of playing the game, I would love to be able to see that guy. Maybe one day we can make it happen. I didn't realize we're maxed out on herbalism. That's nice. I mean, it means we've been doing a lot of herbalism. It's not great for us because it means we're not getting skill ups that we can get, but that's okay. I don't mind. It's more stuff that we can vendor. Eventually, we'll probably be herbing stuff that we can sell on the auction house. But right now, everything's really, really cheap, and I feel like it's better just to vendor it. I don't know that there's like a huge economy on this server. This is the Mancreek server, which itself is a medium population classic era server, but it's also kind of combined through a cluster with a bunch of other servers. But when we're talking about the sharding, I think the sharding only affects the players that you see in the world. I don't think it affects like players who can use the auction house. I don't think the auction houses are linked. So the auction house is only going to have the activity that the server has, which is something I didn't really think about before. I'm curious as to what quest this is. Let me see. Oh, it's a donation of wool. Okay, that was kind of what I thought it would be.
Elune Adore. Farewell.
Well done. These tumors are the symptom of a Timberling's disease. They are filled with a poison that we must cleanse from our new land. I will dispose of these tumors, thank you. Okay, sure. He just needed a quick look at them, I guess. I have just received word that Denelon at Lake Alameth has discovered what may be the cause of the tumors that plague the Timberlings. Please speak to him and tell him I sent you. He must have got, like, a call on his link pearl.
Teldrassil.
That must have been how he heard just that moment while we were standing there. Pretty sure we're going all the way up to the top to see the Archdruid.
I have vision that she lacks.
You come with the spirit of the forest strongly within you, priest. What business do you have with the Archdruid of the Keldori? I wonder why the Oracle Tree had not communicated with me for so long. It seems that some problems are lessened while others grow to greater concerns. I fear my work on Teldrassil shall never be complete and our immortality never restored. Nonetheless, you have done the Oracle Tree's task well and should be rewarded for your diligence. If you had enough time to run messages for the Oracle Tree, then I'm sure that I can press you into service to deliver a message to the Grove of the Ancients in Darkshore, due south of Aberdeen. You will most likely have to secure transport on a hippogriff, but I have faith enough in you that you can manage that. Take this to Onu, the ancient tree of lore. He has been waiting word from me, even as I waited for news from the Oracle Glade. Alright. I've always felt he was kind of a low-key jerk. But that's okay. He's probably just really stressed out, you know. Everyone is basically relying on this tree to, like, have no problems and to give them back their immortality. And instead, yeah, the place has a bunch of problems. Because it was never really supposed to have been planted. That's the problem. It wasn't supposed to be planted or grown the way that it was. So yeah, the dude's probably just rightly stressed out. Over by the Temple of the Moon, we'll stop and we'll skill up our herbalism. I see that there is a trainer kind of nearby. Oh, this is cool. The herbalists get their own, like, really cool little building grove. Oh, I like that. That's really nice. I have never been inside of this building, so I have never seen this before. I like it.
Feel free to browse.
I don't know if the bag might be a good option for us. You know what I mean? Let's experiment with it, and we'll see. Now, if I do this, yeah. See, oh, that's not an herb. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I'm just not paying attention.
What brings you here?
Let's grab that, and we'll head over to the Temple of the Moon.
Elune be with you.
The forest mourns for Lady Southra, but it was something that had to be done. Now you must finish the task to which you have been appointed. Take the spinnerets and offer Lady Southra's sacrifice to Elune. Lay the great spider to rest. Let's go visit one of our class trainers over here really quick. We are level 12. I don't recall if we trained level 12 though. We might have.
Goddess bless you.
We definitely did not, no. In her fire, a burst of holy energy fills the caster, increasing armor by 315. Each melee or ranged damage hit against the priest will remove 1 charge, last 10 minutes or until all 20 charges are used. Power word Fortitude rank 2, okay. And power word Shield rank 2, so those become slightly more powerful. And they probably cost, yeah, a little bit more mana. Let's get that stuff out to the bar. And I think we are good here. No, wait, we have to lay her to rest. And so to do that, we need to come down here. And then we have to go back upstairs. Oh, she actually enters the pool in ghost form. I didn't know that. It's a little creepy, like she's still a little creepy. But it's okay. Yeah, that's awesome. The loss of Lady Southra is distressing, but in this way only may she be reborn with a renewed spirit. May Elune willingly accept the sacrifice that you have offered her.
Elune like your
Alright, with that we hit level 13. Let's head back to Dalinar. And we have a couple of things to turn in over there. We're going to go another point into Spirit Tap for the talent point. Along with the druids, the oracle tree and the archdruid have been carefully monitoring the growth of Teldrassil, but though we have a new home, our immortal lives have not been restored. To be in the presence of the oracle tree, it is almost to feel wisdom take form. Let me continue the telling. With Teldrassil grown, the archdruid approached the dragons for their blessings, as the dragons had placed upon Nordrassil in ancient times. But Nozdormu, Lord of Time, refused to give his blessing, chiding the druid for his arrogance. In agreement with Nozdormu, Alexstrasza, who also refused Straghelm, and without her blessing, Teldrassil's growth has been flawed and unpredictable. Oh. So we have Nozdormu and Alexstrasza to blame. Now, if they had just blessed it, the Night Elves would not have all these problems. They were, you know, they were once portrayed as being, like, much more aloof than they are, obviously, in recent times. You know what I mean? They were like, no, you're arrogant. We don't care if everything gets corrupted and you lose your immortality. We are not helping you. We are not going to give our blessing. Which might have been a really easy thing for them to do. Without the blessing of Alexstrasza the Lifebinder and Nozdormu the Timeless, Teldrassil's growth has not been without flaw. Strange beasts have been reported arising from the very ground of the tree, and crazed furbolgs attack passing travelers. I can only hope that the solution the Archdruid is looking for will be found quickly. I will pour all the files you brought into this vessel, for you to deliver to Darnassus. Bring it to Fandral Straghelm, you will find him in the Druid Grove. Okay. Yep, we were just there. We should have hearthed back here first, probably, and taken care of this stuff. That would have been a little more efficient. However, I think we're going to be able to do this on the way out. Like, on the way into Darkshore, we should be able to stop and talk to the Archdruid. We have a couple of different things to do still. I do want to head down here and talk to Danalan. I'm curious, I don't remember if this chains into any other quest or if he is done with us. But we're going to go find out.
Assist you.
Ah, so Relian sent you to aid me. I'm glad you arrived so soon. I've discovered something quite disturbing. In a cave along the southern bank of the lake, a timberling named Oakenskull is spreading corruption to all the creatures that make Lake Alameth their home. I dare not get too close, but even from a distance it is obvious Oakenskull is being poisoned by the largest tumor I have ever seen. I would call it gargantuan even. Rambles, you have already done much to aid my efforts, but I ask you one more task. Hunt down Oakenskull and collect the tumor. Remove this source of corruption from my home. I did not remember this, but I think this was the enemy that we took on the rogue, on the hardcore rogue at like level 10. This must have been the guy. You have something for me. Where did you get this? I haven't seen a plant like this since a sojourn I made to the Swamp of Sorrows. Decades ago. Dude, you were level 11 and you survived the Swamp of Sorrows? It's amazing that a specimen made its way to Teldrassil, and it's grown to such a size. Thank you, Rambles. Forgive my shortness of words, but there is a test I would like to perform on this frond.
May the stars guide you.
Well? Okay, we click. He didn't tell us to click, but we're gonna click. The fronds Denelon planted within his garden have sprouted and grown. They tremble, eager to be picked. If a plant ever trembles at you, eager to be picked, don't touch it. Oh no, what did we do? What happens now? Is that it? So... That's so weird. Did we even... Oh, it's a heal! Okay, why did it tremble? I thought it was gonna, like, sprout out into an enemy and attack us. Alright, awesome. Yeah, guys, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a break here for now. When we come back, we will take on Oakenskull. He's an elite. And I think we're going to be able to kill him just fine. We'll take on Oakenskull. I want to make one more effort to kind of hunt for this guy up here. Maybe do a little bit of farming, a little bit of herbing, a little bit of skinning. And then we will turn in to Archdruid Fandral. And we'll see. That may be the rest. That may be everything else we have to do here in Teldrassil. I don't know how many more quests are waiting for us. But we will find out next time, guys. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate the support on this series. And like I said, after the holidays here in the States, I'm hoping that this will be much more consistent going into the Darkshore playthrough and then into the Ashenvale playthrough. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking with me. I do appreciate you. As always, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again in Azeroth very soon. Bye for now.